If you've been hurt and you have a respiratory disease, you might ask, what documentation or information am I going to be looking for? Specifically, I'm going to look for the name of any doctors you've seen and made complaints about respiratory problems. I'm going to know what facilities or locations in which you worked at, when you worked at that location, who you worked with, and what type of respiratory or mask you wore. And that becomes very, very important, specifically what mask you wore or respiratory protection you wore, because it changed. The different employers, because of cost benefit, that one mask was less expensive, or just changes by the mask manufacturer, switched throughout your career. And that's why we want to know who your coworkers were, is that way they can help establish that, number one, you wore the mask or respiratory protection, and number two, which mask or respiratory protection you wore during which time periods. Because often there may be 3 or 4 different manufacturers that manufactured a mask that was defective, or respiratory protection which was defective, that you used. And we need to identify which mask or respiratory protection you wore during which time period, at what facility or mine or location in which you worked.